Good morning. Majo John Madden from the barrio, the poor neighborhood, at the eastern end of Calle Quetzalcoatl. Lots of indigenous names up here in the mountains in Jalapa, and lots of indigenous people. There are villages up in the mountains you can go visit. So here's the poor people's neighborhood. In 5 weeks here, I've spent a lot of nights parked exactly where those people are, but I have to get out early because the school and the daycare need the parking spots. I've spent at least as many nights over in the middle class neighborhood over there, also part of Moctezuma Colonia. The risk over there was visit from police because one of the neighbors got nervous about my cartel-ish big black camper van. And really, it was because I don't have appropriate documents on my car. I have a passport for me is it. That got very hairy. And really the only thing that got me out that night was I have two really good new friends around here. And we got them on the phone and they came right over. I just made a short about the dialectic between taking care, or especially be careful, and ecstatic living, which is what I'm about. I'm an ecstatic person. I go into states of ecstasy, and I have been unremittingly happy for 4 years since a big spiritual experience dropped the load of pain I had been carrying, especially for 30 years since I had been erroneously diagnosed as bipolar. So last night I had another conversation with a friend about, do you say, am I willing to accept it when she says, cuidado? I'm learning Spanish, and cuidate translated in my Google Translator as take care. I said, I like that a lot. Take care is almost my favorite expression, which is pay attention to everything. There's the big natural space. Not a formal park, but too rugged to build on here in Jalapa. And so the conversation I'm wanting to have with my friend Irene and really with the world is the motorcycle riders in Appalachia said the reason they still ride at age 60 is they've learned to pay attention to everything. And that became my mantra. And I keep putting myself in situations where I have to pay attention to everything. Going down this hill, you can't see the slope and how rugged this is, and that stones will move under your feet. And I'm like 77, you know, but the people who live here, I've seen people as old as me go down this, and I've done it many times now, but I have to pay attention. I can't be wool gathering. I can't be shooting a video. I can't be thinking about shooting a video. Yesterday, I got all explorational and decided to go places I hadn't been here, and ended up in a part of Moctezuma. This area is so hilly, I keep calling it San Francisco on steroids. And I've only known the barrio here, which actually extends way down the mountain. It's a honeycomb of probably 60 homes. But it's so hilly on the other side there, I thought, boy, I want to explore more of that. Well, coming back from my long walk, I took what I thought was a shortcut through Moctezuma and ended up in places where there were no roads, where there were active bulldozers putting in roads and there was no way I could get through. At one point I saw a path down the hill that I thought, it's kind of steep, but it's going to save me a lot of time. I don't want to go up that other hill. And I ended up in a place where I looked at it and said, this is seriously dangerous. I don't know. And I've learned when I get in a situation that is seriously dangerous, whether it's from ants or snakes or bad people, I've encountered some of those, sometimes with guns, sometimes with knives, sometimes just with ferocious fists. I've caught a couple of those. What I say, I practice this every time I get out of my big camper van because the running board is gone and it's a big step. So I'll tease as I'm pausing to get out of the camper van and say, this is how it ends. right here. He goes head first out of the camper van. And this is what I did back in Moctezuma when I was on that path where I couldn't see any way to get down, and I sure as hell wasn't going back. I said, okay, he's walking on all these concrete rocks that slide under his feet. He's got better shoes. Yeah, he invested in better shoes. This is how it ends. No way he's getting out of here. Head first into a concrete boulder, and he lies here till he dies. It always makes me laugh. And then I always say, okay, well, let's try it. Let's see, maybe it won't be that way. So when people say to me, take care, hey, honey, 3 years in a camper van, 3.5 now, remote places, dangerous parts in almost every city I've gone, from Chicago to New Orleans to Louisville to Corpus Christi, now in Mexico. Almost every place I've parked alone in my camper van in places where other people have told me that's really dangerous. And I go there and it's not. I reveal that it's white fragility, it's normal human fearfulness. So, do I know how to pay attention to the details? Yeah, like a rock star. Paying attention to the details is what I do. Because any one of them could break a leg or, do other kind of damage to me. Whether it's a Mexican street hustler, that's the challenge I took on a few days ago. I said, I could have a lot of fun with these girls. And everybody warns me they're going to take your money, make sure they don't know where your money is, etc., etc. I said, yeah, okay, good, I'm up for the challenge. And she only fleeced me a little before my natural ability to say no kicked in. And then she said, okay, we're actually not going back to my place and dancing and drinking and cooking and everything else. No, that you've revealed that you have no more money to give me. I'm out of here. So it's a great learning. It was a great learning. I was really happy about it. Only lost a little bit of money. So it's a good life. It's a really, really good life. It requires me to be on almost all the time. I do get exhausted and I go to bed early often. And like last night, sleep 2 hours, get up and have more adventures. Yeah, got nothing else to say. You're supposed to end these things with a big call to action or a joke or no, that's it. I'm done.